Musetti stuns Alcaraz in Hamburg for his first ATP Tour title. He lets 5 championship points slip by before finally putting it away in the third set and winning his first ATP Tour title. He said it himself. I cannot describe what I am feeling right now. I think I am still dreaming. And man, it really is incredible because Alcaraz, with him getting to the final of Hamburg, goes into the top 5 of the ATP rankings, being the youngest one to do so since Rafa Nadal did it, I believe, in 2005. So you have Alcaraz making history, breaking all these records, getting all the hype. People are talking about him being the next big thing. He's going to be the next Nadal. He's the next Spanish legend. And, a lot of these other youngsters are not getting that same shine. Sinner came a little bit before him and kind of lost a lot of the shine when Alcaraz came by. Musetti's trying to get some of that shine. Nakashima's trying to get some of that shine. All these people, even Felix Auger-Aliassime is trying to get some of that shine. So Alcaraz has definitely taken a lot of the limelight as of late. So it's good for Musetti to be able to beat Alcaraz in a final. I think this is amazing for tennis. Like, it'll be great. It's great that Carlos Alcaraz is showing this level, and it's great that he's pushing this next generation to new heights. And I think it's great for everybody around that age because they're gonna look at Carlos Alcaraz just by hearing Musetti talk about Carlos Alcaraz and how much he motivated him to keep trying, to keep getting better, because they're seeing Alcaraz have this success in the ATP Tour, and they played against each other in juniors at the lower levels. So they know that they have a chance to keep up with Alcaraz. They just got to continue to put in the work. And for Musetti, it all came together today. Even though he did let 5 championship points slip by, he played a very complete game. He was hitting, his forehand good. His backhand looked nice. He was pretty much peppering every shot in the baseline, keeping Alcaraz at bay. And for Alcaraz, definitely not his best performance. If he would have brought his A game, he probably beats Musetti like 8 out of 10 times, I would say. But today he did not bring his A game. But like I said, I think this is good for tennis. You have Sinner taking out Alcaraz in Wimbledon, and I think Sinner's just 1 year older than him too. You have now Musetti beating him in the final of Hamburg. So you have these other people, other players around the same age as Alcaraz keeping up with him. And I think that's amazing because part of the reason the big three got so big and so good is because they all pushed each other. First, Federer took, he became the greatest ever. He became the greatest talent that we've seen, the most elegant player. He took the tour by storm, won all these majors and Grand Slams and Masters 1000s, ATP 500s. He was the king. And then Nadal came through and pushed him. They pushed each other. Djokovic got into it, and now all three of them pushed each other to these greater heights that we thought were not possible. And a lot of people are scared about what's going to happen once the big three retire. Like, is this next generation going to be able to carry the mantle, keep tennis relevant, bring more fans into it? And I think, if Alcaraz would be the only one that's amazing from that generation, from that age group, then it could get a little dull. It could get a little boring, just seeing the same person win over and over again. And so if you see Musetti, if you see Felix, if you see Sinner, if you see Nakashima, all these people around the other age creeping up the rankings, showing that they could, win titles too, showing that they could be the mainstays in the ATP Tour for years and years to come, then I think that bodes well for the sport. We need rivalries. We need some rivalries for Alcaraz to build up, because the big three, although they'll have a rivalry for like a couple years, the big three is on their way out. So Alcaraz can't really build a long rivalry with either of them or any of them. Federer is still recovering. Nadal, they've had a couple good matches now. But Nadal is on his way out, especially with all the injuries he keeps getting. And as in good form as Djokovic is in, and as good health and all of the things he's done to his diet to prolong his career, he is, 35 years old. So how long is he gonna play? Till 45 years. If you have Musetti as your rival, you could play against him for the better part of the 10+ years coming up. So I think this is good for tennis. Congratulations to Musetti for winning his first ATP Tour title. Congratulations to Alcaraz for being the youngest to break into the top five since Nadal. And I'm excited to see this next generation. See if they could start making um, some damage in these Grand Slams. Like, let's see if any of these guys, Musetti, Sinner, Alcaraz, Nakashima, Rouge, like all these guys, if they could, do some damage at the U.S. Open, if they could really get to the semifinals, get to the finals, if they could, start winning some of these major Grand Slams, because the next gen of, Tsitsipas, Medvedev, Zverev, team, like they had their chance, and Thiem won one, Medvedev won one, and the other ones are still trying to get their first one, even Berrettini. So we'll see if this next gen, overlaps the next gen. I have a feeling that they will. I kind of like this batch of players a little more, but what do you guys think? Was it good that Musetti beat Alcaraz? Were you guys rooting for Alcaraz to win? Let me know what you guys think.